Hi everyone, welcome to the Gifted Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading today for Leo, and this is for the period 1st of May to 15th May. This is a general reading, so take what resonates. You call upon my spirit guide Swami to give me accurate messages, and my other guides and any other guides of yours that want to work with me. So I can see what's on the cards for Leo. We asked and we got. Actually looking for 2 more cards to complete the spread, and then I'll be looking for advance cards. Thank you for the cards. Right. See if we can get another 2 cards for the advance. Yeah. What is there for the advance? Right, we got the Page of Wands, we got Judgment, we got the 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and we've got the advance cards, and overall energy, we've got the 7 of Cups. A choice needs to be made. Okay? You can only commit to one choice. That's the message here. Right, we've got the Page of Wands energy. It's a young energy. And it's a free moral agent energy. Someone that's on their own. Okay, they're coming in to give you a message. And it's a good message. You just need to be ready to accept it. Alright? This is, as I said, it's a young energy. It's a free moral agent. Don't be too dogmatic about the age. Next card we pull is a Judgment card. It's a time of awakening. The trumpet is sounded and you need to awake. So it's a call for an awakening. A message is also coming in quickly for you. Okay, it's coming at a rapid speed. And this could be it could be a written message, a verbal message, or it could come in the way of one of the social media platforms. The message is good and it's to do with love. On your other person's side, Leo, we've got the Knight of Cups, which is an emotional guy, emotional knight. He's young, he's amorous, he's got a good energy about him, but as I say, he's emotional and he's coming in to offer you what he's got. Okay, so they could either be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And then we've got the King of Cups as well. So you've got the Knight and then we've got the King. And there he sits on his throne. He's, his emotions, he's intact with his emotions. He's a kind-hearted king. He's pleasant-hearted. He's got all the right attributes, of someone that's demeanor is good. The 6 of Swords, it speaks of moving on. Now, this could be a moving on in your mind, a shift of your mindset and a moving on. But, in some instances, it doesn't mean that you're moving on. You're actually relocating or you're moving, changing places. You could be meeting up with someone, with some people that you've known in your past as well, if you do make the trip. But it could also be metaphoric. It could just be in the mind, making that shift. Being enlightened from the Judgment card and making that shift in your mind's eye. You come to realize a lot more, spiritually. Got on the advanced cards is the 8 of Pentacles. So someone's working very hard on themselves. Leah, I think it's you. You're working very hard on yourself. You've been working hard to try and better yourself, try and better your mindset, try and, get your spirituality in the right place. There's also a sign that you're possibly juggling. Now, either you're juggling money or you're juggling a relationship, or there's something that's, you're juggling at the minute. You haven't got your feet flat, flat on the ground. You're betwixt and between. You're testing the water. That's what you do. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which it speaks of, you've sown and you're reaping now, but you're kind of not happy with the results. Kind of saying, is this all? I've sown a lot, I've worked hard, and is this all I've got in return? You wanted more, you're expecting more. You're expecting more maybe from your investments. You're expecting more from possibly property. You're expecting more. So let's see what we have. We've got fire energy. That's Gemini, Libra. Fire energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got judgment. We've got the wands, which we've mentioned, the page, and now we've got the Eight of Wands. Knight of Cups, we've got a lot of cup energy here. Well, the Knight and then the King. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we've got Pentacles, we've got the Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we've got the Sword energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. Yeah. This is to do with money, and it fell right here. Yeah. Money's secure. Money's here. Your other partner's money, your other person's money is intact. But there could be a split of this money, and that could be due to either a separation or a business dissolve, or it could be, to do with a divorce. Got the wish fulfillment card that dropped out. So yeah, it's good news. It's good news, and you can have whatever you want, you can have it. You've got the horseshoe there, and things are coming together. You've worked hard on yourself. You can have what you want. It's the wish fulfillment card here. The card warning you to take rest. You need to, go within and take rest. And work on your spirituality, even if you have to call your spirit guides, or get hold of a friend or an advisor, because this is, after a battle comes rest. And it seems as if you've got your partner's got a shift in their mind. They're having a major transformation of the mind. We got a beautiful card here. We got the Sun card. Now, that's a card. That's a choice card. That speaks of, fertility. It could be that someone's pregnant. This is, a sign that there's an engagement on the way, or it's a marriage. Yeah. And then we got, the Nine of Swords, which tells me that someone's fretting over children. They're worried about the welfare of their children. Now, this could be, maybe it's a pregnancy that you're involved with, or your partner's involved with, that you're having. You could be pregnant, could be expecting, or it could be children that you have. One of the, you both have, or one has. But there's a lot of sleepless nights over these children, worrying about, children or a child. Now let me see if I can clarify the Page of Wands and Judgment. Five of Cups slipped out there. Put those two back. No, it's not a happy card for love. It's Speaks of something missing. Love department. Lots of choices. You've got lots of cups. So you've got lots of choices to make. There's a lot of choices open to you. 9 of cups, 7 of cups, 5 of cups. Okay, there's a warning card. Watch out for swindlers and thieves. Someone wants to take something that belongs to you. Now that could be in the 3D, or it could be to do with your, maybe you've you've decided on what you need to decide on. You've made a commitment, but there's people that want what you've got. So as I say, it's either to do with money, possessions, or it's to do with the person. Someone's vying for what you have. So safeguard what you've got, and look around you and see, who pretends that they're friends but they're actually foe. Because the message here is swindlers or thieves are on the prowl. It also mentions that you're going to take possession you're going to move to a new home, and you're going to leave something behind. Something wherever you are now, you're going to leave something behind, and you're going to take that which you need with you. So, let's see if we've got any more clarification cards for Leo. Right. So we've got the 6 of Wands, which speaks of there's going to be either someone's writing an examination, or they're doing a diploma, but they're going to get certified, and something good's coming in. And it's something to do with either an exam, or maybe it's to do with a degree. The results are going to be good. Magician, got the Magician card for your other half, the other person, and you've got all the resources you need. If you want to open a business, or you want to achieve, cement this relationship together by means of getting a home, or if you want to start a new venture, you decide to start a new venture, you've got all the tools to do the job. You just got to go out there and market yourself. If you need to up your education, which is what I see here, someone's upping their education. They're trying to improve their academic education. They're doing that, and they're going to achieve in that. But you need to go out there and market yourself. You could also be taking on a workforce where you could have large staff complement of people reporting to you. That could happen as well. But you're more than apt to deal with it. You can deal with it. You've got the skills. The Magician speaks of you having the skills. And as I say, you're the master manifester. So what you think about, you bring about. So keep your thoughts pure. Okay. Got some clarifying cards here. We've got the King of Gabriel. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So someone's looking after you. Someone's genuinely concerned about you. So I think this is your partner. You're very concerned about what they do, the decisions they make. We've got the Emperor card. Stability and efficiency. Taking charge of a situation. Ambitious plans. Now, that really fits in. It's so apt. And again, it's on your partner's side. I don't know if your partner's really thinking about doing something. Maybe it's doing something on the side. But he's got all the skills to do it, and he must go ahead with it, because it's going to really benefit him. Age of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immense results, important communication. Now, I'll marry that up with the Eight of Staffs, because communication is coming in, and that's your confirmation. Then we've got Archangel Zachiel, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So I'm going to put that on your side, Leo. So I think it's overall it's a straightforward reading. I think there's a lot of good. There's definitely prospects, lifting up your finances. There's decisions that have to be made. There's messages coming in, good news, an awakening, confirmation of messages coming in twice. With the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands, there's a shift of your mindset for the other person in your life. The examinations and diplomas and degrees are going to go well. You're going to pass. There's no problem there. You've got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I see things are being juggled on your other person's side. They're either juggling money or they're juggling this relationship, or they're trying to work it out. And that's why they're going to have a shift in their mind. With the Six of Swords. I'm going to pull a card from the Akashic Tarot. That's the overall energy. In fact, I've got two. So I'm going to read both. So let's see. Okay, I've got the karmic trench. Okay. So this is the Four Scrolls. Let's see. I think Scrolls is the first one. Four Scrolls. Go to the index. See what messages have for here. Okay. 107, let's get there. 107. Right. And this is the Four. Let's get to the Four Scrolls. 2, 3, and 4. Right. The karmic trench. In a field meant to be planted, a man duty from his efforts stands knee-deep inside a long trench. The seed wait to be planted, yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows ploughed and ready for planting, but they are ignored. The card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts and actions that you've brought forward from previous incarnations. Now this is for your person, and you returned to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships, in your jobs, and certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and responses. It's time to take charge of your karma by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deep into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. So that's what I said. Keep your thoughts positive, because positive thoughts bring about positivity. And I'm going to read this, the King of Keys that I pulled out. Let me go back here. King of Keys. 190. Almost there. 187. And we've got the King. Let's see what the King of Keys has to say. The King of Keys. The King of Keys rides a splendid horse towards a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. This is an entrepreneurial man with civil or commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on work or career. Now this is very profound because this man, the other half of your other person here, is very work orientated. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or financial matters, he is often more goal orientated than people orientated. Keep this in mind if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another. Whether the King of Keys represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, a heightened income, or furthering of career achievements. That's what I mentioned with the Magician. Careers in finance, real estate, and business are typical for the King of Keys, but management in an industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for self-employment and a business expansion for you or a man in your life. That's very apt. Really, it is for Leo, for your other person. They're definitely going to get something of value, and they're going to, go light years ahead. They're achieving, they're upgrading, they're upskilling. They've got all the tools to do it. So remember to have positive thoughts, because positivity breeds positivity. So that's all I have for you, Leo. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. I'd really love to receive comments from you. So please just drop me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks for listening. I'll pick you up in the next video.